What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and today all of the stuff that we were missing on the BMW 740 has come in. The bumper trim, like all of it. It's all here. I'm excited. We're on our way to go get it. So we have a little bit of a ride to Tulsa. First real road trip I've done since we replaced the bad coil, cleaned out the wells, changed out all the spark plugs. And I'm not gonna lie to you, she's running a little rough now. And it doesn't surprise me. Here's the thing with BMWs. If you get a bad coil and you just replace the one, usually it's like a couple days later, another one fails. The coils that I saw when I took this thing apart looked to all be original, except the ones that weren't, which was one. And the one we replaced, obviously. But I'm hoping as she warms up, she'll be better. It's usually what happens with some of these coils as you get running down the road. I don't have a check engine light, anything like that. You guys can see there's no check engine light. There's no error. There's no issues. The temperature is actually very nice today at 7. I'm going to take it. But on the way to Tulsa we go to go get these parts. And then I have a lot of work to do because I got to put all of this stuff on the car. The trim, the sunroof, card, all of it. So let's get it. Perfect. A little mystifying to me. We're on the road on the way to Tulsa. We got about an hour and a half left on the trip, and at highway speed she runs, I don't have any hesitation here. Like if I get on a throttle, she just moves. Now, when you know these cars really well, like I do, these BMWs, you'll feel that little, and look, I'm nitpicking, all right? But you feel that little, that little hesitation, that little vibration in the motor when you get into it. So what I did was I plugged in the scan tool before we actually took off, and I checked. I was like, let me see if there's any random misfires, because what it will say multiple misfires or whatever. Because again, those coil packs are old, right? They're probably the original coil packs from 20 friggin' years ago. Or, you know, remember the motor was replaced, I'm sorry, at 137,000 miles. Now that's at like what? 137, so we're like what, 50,000 miles in, something like that on this motor. 50,000 miles. Now look, here's the thing. There's no telling how long that motor that they put into here, which had 0 miles on it, was a new motor, it was done at BMW, had, or you know, how long that motor sat, where it was, where they got it from, who knows. So maybe these coil packs are just from 2015 and they're just starting to fail and they need to be replaced. It's possible. They may not be 20 years old, right? But there's no way to know. So what I'm gonna do, because I feel that even though the computer is not registering any codes, 0, not a misfire, nothing, I went ahead and I ordered on Amazon the NGK-R spark plugs. That's what, if you guys remember, that's what it was that we took out of the car. And I also went ahead and ordered 6 more coil packs in a coil pack kit from Amazon. Now I'll get those tomorrow, and I'll probably do them sometime this week. You know, replace all the plugs again, replace the coil packs with what was in it. And yes, I know we still need to do the valve cover gasket, and I'm gonna see if I can get a hand. If I can get a little help with doing it, you know, knocking it out, then I'll probably do that. We'll see. But I just, again, it's not that I can't do the valve cover gasket. Let me be clear. It's not that I can't do it. It's, I don't want to screw it up, right? I know I can put, it's a pretty simple thing. Put the gasket in around the channel. You know, I guess there's a lube or a substance that a glue that you're supposed to put on certain points to stick it in. God damn, this road is shit. And that's saying something. This car is smooth as hell, man. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to try that and see if that's good. What I'm hoping that it isn't is above the coil packs, there's a box that the wires come down from. And I'm hoping there's not like a short or something in any of those connectors that connect to the coil pack. Because then now we're talking expensive and trying to trace down gremlins. I'm not a fan of. But like right now on the highway, she's running just damn fine. No hesitation, no nothing, just, you know, throttle, and she's there. So it could be a couple other things too. It could be that more oil has leaked out of those grommets and have got into the wells, and those newer spark plugs are letting more oil in than the older spark plugs, and those plugs on cylinder 4 and cylinder 8, which had the most oil on them, are causing it to like not fire right. Here's the thing, I'm not seeing any smoke out of the vehicle at start or running, so it's not burning oil. So I don't know, man. But we're about to hit the toll road. We're on the way to Tulsa. Let's see what we can find out. Let's go get all the parts and stuff for her so we can button her back up and get her into better condition. So let's do it. Woo! Boy, he was trying to get me, boy. He was running my tag and running behind me, and I was probably running a little fast, but I you know, when I looked in the mirror and I saw him there, I had to slow my ass down. Woo! See, that is one of these things with these BMWs, guys. It's not that they get away from you, it's that you just drive. You know, you just drive and you enjoy the drive, and then you look down and you're like, oh shit, I'm going 85. And I probably did that. I was probably speeding, and he pulled out and then caught up, and I was already in the turn lane to get over here onto the toll road to haul ass. So I'm getting on the Turnpike to go up to Tulsa, and oops. I love this law in Oklahoma, not that anybody follows the damn thing. Do not impede the left lane. Like, make that shit like a $500 fine. If you want to impede the left lane, and so I don't care if somebody's speeding or not. If somebody comes up in the left lane and you're not going fast enough, move over, man. That is an innovative law. That is a law that I can get behind. I like that law. Make some, yo, because once somebody gets that ticket one time, yo, they will stay their ass in the right lane forever. Yo, if you're not moving, get out the way. All right, so we're still rolling. We just stopped at the Easy Go here on the toll road, got some coffee, and yes, I had a donut. Cheat day for me. I know y'all have been commenting like, damn, TK, you're really losing a lot of weight. Yes, I think we're at 62 pounds since I really got focused and started on it. And shout out to my dude on Instagram, Cali Boy Kev, and Kevin Van Voorhees, you know, kind of got me motivated to get myself back together. So I'm not summer body ready yet. I'm not gonna be peeling or like the old school days when I was super jacked. I'm not peeling or nothing like that yet, but stay tuned. And we're watching my dude, my guy here, Randy over at Auto Auction Rebuilds, do his first moto vlog. There goes a bike. Pew! But yeah, we got a little bit of a ride left to go. Let's knock out the rest of it, and we'll pop up in Tesla now. Did I just have a Freudian slip? Did I just say Tesla instead of Tulsa? So we are here with the snap of a finger, you know, YouTube magic. We are rolling up on the previous owner's house that had purchased all of these parts before they sold the car to me. And they also have a really nice E39 manual that I'm gonna, I know I'm getting myself into a bigger and bigger and bigger hole, but I can't help it. Oh, the M3, he's got the M3 out. Oh man, I'm done. Anywho's, oh shit, sorry buddy. Just cut somebody off like a dick. Oh boy. So super cool to see them again, man, and just get to link up and look at like their BMW, and they have a whole stable of BMWs, from the M3 to the 323 46 and the you know, the 540 manual E39. You know, these are all rare vehicles. But we got all the parts, and now it's basically, we got two things to do today. So we got this done, we picked up the parts, and I can either take you out with me to do the tires and make that a separate video. I don't know. We're getting the tires put on the rear today. We got an extra one right there, which I'll probably put on the spare. And yes, we have a spare tire for the front, and there's a spare tire for the rear because they're staggered and they're different. So I know you'll say, well, the rear one, the front one will fit on the rear. I understand. I got it. But look, man, I got this, all right? All the parts, all the trim pieces and everything in the plastic, they're all sitting here. We got that extra tire right there, and we got the card, you know, the sunshade, which will go up here. Now, the one thing that bothers me is it looks like I have to drop the entire ceiling to put that in, and I'm gonna look and see if I don't have to do that, because that sucks. But we'll see how it goes. It may not be that bad. But I wanted to let you guys know, I mean, we still have about 43 miles to go, but she ran good. I am noticing the misfire again. I don't know what cylinder it is, but it is definitely doing it. I am definitely getting that boom, 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 boom every once in a while. And that is to be expected, even though I cleaned out the stuff. You know, I cleaned out everything around those plugs and stuff. There might have been some residual oil or something that got down in there. I don't know, man. I'm hoping, just hoping, that it's not just coil packs, but I went ahead and ordered, you know, we got two new ones on. One that was put on by the previous owner, and then the new one I just put on cylinder 6. But I went ahead and ordered 6 more. It's like a pack that comes on Amazon. I ordered 6 more coil packs, and we'll go ahead and put those coils on when they come in on Wednesday. So you guys will probably see a video for that Thursday or Friday, and we'll replace the coils. The spark plugs are all new, so we shouldn't really have to mess with that. And like I said, I know we still need to do the valve cover gasket. I know this. I got it. We're gonna do it. I promise we're gonna do it. If after I replace these coils, if she is still bucking and doing that crap, then yeah, I just gotta bite the bullet and do the gasket. Because what's happening is, either on cylinder 8 or cylinder 4 or both, even with the new plugs in there, you know, the oil is coming through those grommets up top, and it's leaking down into there, and you're getting leaked down. Oil is leaking down onto the spark plug. Now, the other spark plugs had like that 4-point system. Remember that? Where it had 4 points. And while that was great, you know, it probably kept it from misfiring more because it was more points, you know, for the spark to travel through. So oil wouldn't like drip onto it and cause it not to fire. This one, the new ones only have the one, so could be what's going on. We'll see. I think once I replace the coils, we'll be good. But anywho's, we got a little bit of a ride up ahead of us. Beautiful. Is that an X7 or an X5? You never can tell nowadays. That's an X7, isn't it? It is. Look at that. X7 with the 4.0 in it. Beautiful. Love those, man. Well, we got a little bit of a ride ahead of us. Like I said, no check engine light, no errors or no nothing that I'm getting yet. Before y'all are bitching and complaining and saying, oh, you're speeding, wah, wah, wah. No, the speed limit is actually 80 out here on the toll road. And I need to move over because I'm impeding the left lane. And I said earlier in today's video that people should get fat tickets for that. So we're going to let this RT Ram go by. And I don't know if I'm going to be nice and let the Kia Soul go by. But we got a little bit of a ride left to go. We'll get back to the city and then we can wrap up the video. You guys will get to see another video with this when we put all that stuff onto the car. I don't know if I'm going to include that in today's video or not. We'll see. But, you know, this is kind of just a bonus video showing that the car drives fine. It runs and drives great, you know. And I'm going to sort out the couple of things I need to sort out on it, put all the body trim and stuff on it, and this thing is going to be beautiful. And I can't wait. Can't wait to get some pictures of it when it's all done, cleaned up, detailed, with all the trim pieces on it. She's going to be beautiful. Anyways, let's go ahead and knock out the rest of the trip, and then we'll come back. Well, we just got back, and unfortunately, I got a check engine light. Misfire in cylinder 6. Now, we just put that brand new CarQuest premium coil on that cylinder. So, and a new spark plug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one of the OEM BMW coils that are still good off of a coil next to it and put it on cylinder 6. And I'm going to see if the misfire moves. And I'm going to take that coil out and put one of the several that I just bought. Yeah. I did order the ones from Amazon. Remember, we ordered 6 and I ordered 4 here, so that way I have a couple spares in the trunk that are new. And it doesn't surprise me if one of the CarQuest, you know, a brand new coil is bad already. I mean, it's a CarQuest coil. It's not like it's an OEM coil. But it's misfiring so hard right now, I would not even dare to try to drive it down to Byers. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take it back here to Tinker, and I'm going to try to do it outside, hot and sweaty style. So I guess I will see you guys on the next video. Hey, we did make it back. Hashtag BMW things. This stupid coil, man. And it's not oil or anything in the coil. 6 was clean, man. It's just maybe I got a bad one. And it sucks because now I got to take it all apart. I'm not envying this at all. But let's get it knocked out. Let's get it done, man. Let's just get it done. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.